Well, it was a short serve, that, and in the circumstances, Philippoussis might have made a better return than he did.
It was a very slow one, Jerry, 74 miles an hour, so Philippoussis expecting faster, hit too early.
Serve right in the line. Very good there, the last two serves he served. And it increases Rafter's lead to 5-2 in the third set.
Unforced errors, 2, 1 and 0. Come on, that's barely possible. I mean, I know it's a matter of conjecture, but it more or less sums up the match. Really quite a few for Philippoussis, but unreal, those figures for Rafter. 3 in the match? Come on, get steadier, Rafter.
Serving to save the third set.
Love 15. Love 30.
Coming up to an hour 3/4, and Philippoussis is starting to spill more mistakes again. That was his 9th double fault of the match.
Love 40.
And that, I suppose, is one of the things that an opponent would reckon on. Stay close to him long enough, and this sort of thing will happen.
It's all very well when you've got a serve like that to throw in the occasional one. When you do successive ones, 3 in another game, 2 in this. That was second serve, 111 miles per hour. Insane. Set point.
Just out. Good, sound, solid, sensible return there.
6 games to 2.
By Rafter. And he's got a lead of 2 sets to 1.
2 sets to 1.
And he's got the chance to serve first in
Fourth set.
In the fourth set, which could be the final set, which is an advantage.
Love 15.
Jamming him with that serve into the body, close on the backhand side. And that's a lot of body to get out of the way.
Let first serve. .40-15. Game, rafter.
And Philippoussis in the last 5 or 10 minutes has been losing control, not just on the serve, but on the ground strokes as well. Oliver, what do you think?
Well, Rafter just continues on his merry way, even though he did lose the second set. Look at his statistics, 31 total winners and 4 unforced errors, and he's been able to create 17 break opportunities. And I think Mark Philippoussis is serving and volleying particularly well, but it's not in his nature to absorb a lot of pressure. He doesn't want to make 5 and 6 and 7 bootlace volleys time and time again, and that's why we see him going for so much on the second serve. He's really trying to get the free points, but of course it backfires. Bill said it, in one game 3 doubles, in another 2 in a row, and you just can't afford to do that at this level. But I was so busy rambling I missed the statistics of the set, excuse me. But really, it's just a situation where Rafter just continues to do all the things that he does well. I thought there was a few signs of frustrations there from Pat when he'd had his break opportunities and the racket left his hand on one occasion, and he knows that he's got to take advantage of it because he doesn't want to let the scud get in a tie-break situation. Pat knew that they were very important points, and I just get the feeling now that he's probably strong enough and he can concentrate well enough to go on with the job in the fourth.
There's no doubt that Philippoussis is playing much more mature tennis these days, and yet you get these idiotic points. I mean, you can't say anything else.
No, but it's encouraging to think that, yes, he is, and you still see these crazy points coming along, and you just wonder if he continues in this vein now, if this is a real watershed in his career, how good could he be if he continues to work and improve this style of tennis?
Wally?
15. Love 30.
Yeah, he's breaking down now. That's love 40.
Love 40.
That is such an immaculate point. There, backing away with the slice. Here, leaning into the topspin. It's all there, all the skills, all the shots, all the spins, all the variations of power.
Well, the crowd thought the first one was out. There was no doubt about the second one. This is the worst patch that Philippoussis has had. It's in the mind, and he's temporarily lost control. And he's 2 sets to 1 down, he's 2 love down. And Rafter now looks as if he's got one hand almost on this trophy again.
Well, he loves hitting hard, he loves driving fast, he loves fast cars, he loves acting crazy. He's doing just that at the moment. Love 2, 2 love.
Yes, Rafter's all over him now like a swarm. Somehow Philippoussis has got to beat him away. And he knows only one way to do that.
30 love.
Tony Roach looks serious.
It's that sort of 4th or 6th shot that Philippoussis is not as good as Rafter, hanging into a difficult point and making a pass.
game, rafter.
And more, you get the feeling that Rafter's collaring this match completely. That's 3-love, 2 sets to 1. What can Philippoussis do now? Against Henman, and at that moment you just said that Henman couldn't possibly fail to win the match, and he did, because Philippoussis came back with manful endeavour.
Well, you're right, it was in the second set against Henman that, having won the first, he went love 6 in about 2 minutes. I mean, it was just ridiculous how quickly that set went.
15-all.
I think he was over-ambitious then, Pat Rafter, trying to attempt a lob there off a low skidding ball coming fast. This backhand pass is a wonderful weapon for him. No way of gauging whether it's cross-court like that or down the line. He's got both of them. You wouldn't think Tony Roach was pleased, would you? But I'm sure he's purring.
Well, yes, he's in a difficult position, as is John Newcombe, in the commentary box somewhere, because, you know, he's Davis Cup coach.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he's got to appear impartial.
Well, he's helped both men, hasn't he? But he really has given Pat Rafter an awful lot of help and advice.
Well, he hadn't been getting those in, but he persisted. It's obviously something that Philippoussis is always going to be a sucker to.
Well, there have been 3 cross-court on the backhand, top spin, almost exactly the same. I'd say this is the match for Philippoussis in this second serve. Drop this one.
It's out. It's a clever dink by Rafter. Just for a moment, he thought it wasn't going to be given. Instead of blasting away, that was quick thinking by Rafter. Very subtle little dink. That's what induced the mistake from Philippoussis. And it's now a double break. And I agree with you. I don't think there's any way back for Philippoussis.
Love.